Hello friends, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is actually Tuesday today. I didn't vlog anything yesterday just because there wasn't really anything to vlog, but we're back again for another week. I've got, I think, like a semi-interesting week this week. Nothing crazy happening, but I'm feeling good about it. I've honestly had a really good start to the week, just getting lots of work done. I feel on top of things, which is really nice, just stuff like that. I have a free afternoon and I do not know what to do with myself. I really don't. It's very unusual that these sort of afternoons occur, and so I just don't quite know what to do. Like, I could read or something, but I feel like I should do something with my afternoon since I have a free one, but I don't have any ideas. I kind of want to get out of the house, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's like a lot of effort. I might just end up staying home. I did redo my nails. If you guys watched last week's vlog, you saw that I got a little like Amazon gel nail kit to do my nails at home, and I have been loving it, guys. So I know that you are able to keep gel nails on for like weeks at a time, but I was just too excited to try out a new design, so I only had my other ones on for like 3-4 days, and I've already changed them. I'm hoping I'll keep these ones on a little longer, but honestly, who knows? This is what they look like. I don't know if it's gonna focus. There we go. I don't know if it'll be very hard to see, but I just painted them blue, and then I did a few little daisies on these fingers, and then on my left hand, which is much easier to paint because I can use my right hand, I did a few extra ones just because it was easier. I have one on my thumb as well. It's very hard to show you my nails. I feel like I've seen the daisy trend everywhere recently. My friend Riley did it, Georgio did it, so I kind of hopped on the bandwagon, but I have never had my nails done like properly in color. With gel, I've only ever had nude or pink, I'm pretty sure, or like some shade between there. So having blue is kind of fun. I'm interested to see how long I like it or if I get bored of it really quickly, but very fun times. But that's all I really have to share with you guys so far today. I'll show you guys my outfit quickly. I'm not wearing shoes. Haven't gone anywhere besides the post office, so it's kind of a waste, but also you can never waste a cute outfit, and I'm gonna wear it again, I'm sure. But I've just got this long sleeve top from Shopo that I've had for literally like 4 years or something like that. It's just such a good staple. And then these jeans are a little bit big, so we're just pretending that they fit really well. But these are from Everlane. I'll stand on my puff so I can show you. If my neighbors can see me right now, they'll be very confused. But they're just like wide leg. Super cute. I've had them again for like a really long time and I just haven't worn them. I don't know why. They're so comfy. I swear they used to fit me though. I could wear a belt, but I just feel like it will kind of ruin the vibe a little bit. But there is your OOTD. But I'll update you guys if something more interesting happens. Update. I ended up tearing apart my office to set up a little mini studio to get some photos and film a little reel. I haven't really looked at the footage, so I don't know if it's good or not yet. But I just hung up a sheet here. I just tucked it in behind my wardrobe doors. And then I have a little tripod here, so that was fun. But now I have all of this to clean up and rearrange. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday today. Happy Wednesday. I've actually got quite a few things happening today. This morning I'm just doing house stuff, and then I'm gonna go have lunch with my mum and do a couple things after that. This is my outfit. I'm just about to head off to the grocery store to grab a couple things that we've run out of. So I've just got Princess Polly crew neck A-brand denim jeans. I'm pretty sure these are called like the 94 walkaway jeans or something like that. People always ask me. I need to like learn the name of them, but there's something like that. And white Converse. So let's go pick up some really exciting, really fun groceries like toothpaste and cheese. Crazy stuff. I decided I wanted to make shepherd's pie today. I think there are a few different names for it. Do people call it cottage pie as well? Or is that something different? I don't know. But I just need to grab a couple things for that. Guys, I am a chef actually, if you didn't know. This is my shepherd's pie. Honestly, an elite meal. It looks disgusting, but I'm sure it will taste incredible. Hello again, friends. I'm at my mum's work. I just finished having coffee with her, and now I'm heading over to Georgia's new place. So exciting. She only moved yesterday. I'm honestly just gonna go and hang out with her, help her unpack. I also got her some flowers this morning while I was at the grocery store. some beautiful sunflowers as a little housewarming gift. I'm so excited to see her. I haven't seen her in so long. I haven't really seen many friends lately, so I'm excited. I don't know how much I'll vlog while I'm there because obviously I want her move to be like her thing to show on her vlogs. But if you guys aren't subscribed to her, firstly, what the heck, I'm like shocked. But secondly, go subscribe and you can watch her moving vlogs and just her normal everyday vlogs as well.
The answer is no. I hate it. Maybe I'll do it a different colour. Maybe it'll...
Inside the mind of a genius.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just here with my paid unpacker.
Yeah. I got here what time? Around 2 p.m. It's now 5:30. But yeah, we've just been unpacking.
Yep.
But you'll go have to... What?
Huh?
But you'll have to go see Georgio's channel to see her new place.
Looks like every other rental I've ever seen in my life.
I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Wow! Not too much.
Ask me.
Look at the oil on it.
Hi.
Me!
Oh.
Not everything's about you.
Yeah, they showed the top of my head. I was like, I know I'm washing tomorrow.
It's been on my face.
Rachel,
Yes.
I'm 23 tomorrow.
I've been 23 for 3 months? I don't know.
Quick math.
You're old.
That's so old.
That's disgusting.
Speak for
I can only
yourself.
say it because I'm only 23.
Oh yeah, look at that calf.
Wonder if you can do that when you're 23.
Definitely not. Gonna wake up tomorrow, crippled.
500 thumbs up and I will do Georgia Richard's gym program.
That's not a lot of thumbs up.
For you. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I had the worst sleep in the world last night and I am feeling so just like groggy and weird and like dead inside today, but I received some packages yesterday and I wanted to show you them because I just think it's really fun. I already opened the first one, but it was from Macro Mike and they sent me some of their new products that are launching. Well, they would have already launched by the time you guys are seeing this video, so I'll make sure I link them down below and my discount code if you want to use it. So they have launched 16 new proteins. 8 of them are peanut proteins and 8 of them are almond proteins. So they sent me a couple to try out. Firstly, they sent me this huge bag of their choc peanut butter peanut plant protein. I actually have tried this one before. This is not like a new flavor, but they do have new flavors of the peanut protein. And this is like the only chocolate protein I use. I love putting it in shakes, but I also really want to try it out with oats. So I might try that at some point this week. But they also brought out 8 flavors of their almond protein. So I've got the sample pack for that, which means you can try out all the different flavors of their protein. So this is a great option if you want to try out a bunch of proteins, see what your favorite is, and then buy a bigger pack of, you know, like that one once you know that you like it. I actually haven't tried their almond protein at all before because every time I've gone to purchase it, it's been sold out because it's that good. But I'll read you all the new flavors. They honestly sound so good. So they have vanilla cream, iced mocha latte, banana cream pie, deluxe chocolate, salted caramel, choc honeycomb, that sounds really good, choc hazelnut, and berry white choc. So I'm very excited to try all of those in sample form. But they also sent me a huge packet of one of them, and the flavor I got is the iced mocha latte, which I'm actually really excited about. I feel like if I were to choose any out of the list of the new flavors that they've created, I feel like I would have chosen the mocha latte flavor because you guys know I drink a mocha every single day. I'm such a chocolate lover, so anything chocolate and coffee is just like absolutely incredible to me. And then they also launched 2 little protein snack bars. One of them is the Chocky Nutter and the other one is a banana flavored one. So again, I haven't tried these yet because I only just got them, but I'm very excited. And lastly, we have 3 books from Book Depository. I actually ordered these like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like quite a while ago. Do I need any more books? No. Have I put myself on a book spending ban? Yes. But I ordered these like 3 weeks ago, so it doesn't actually count because I bought them before my book ban started. But I definitely have way too many books to read at the moment, like in my bookcase that I already own. So this will be the last ones for a while. But these packages are so satisfying to open. Oh, never mind. That's fine. Maybe not so satisfying. Oh, I forgot I ordered this. Very excited. The House on the Cerulean Sea. I've heard incredible things about this and it just seems like a pretty like unique storyline. It's not like a classic romance or something, and I feel like I've got a lot of those. So this looks really fun. I don't really know what it's about. It says, The House in the Cerulean Sea is an enchanting love story, masterfully masterfully, is that the right pronunciation? Masterfully told about the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. That sounds really cute. I'm excited. Another one I'm very, very, very excited about. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I just gave myself a paper cut opening that. Ow. Also, this cover is so much cuter than a lot of the other covers I have seen. Again, this book is like popping off on BookTok and BookTube, so I needed to check it out. One of my favorite booktubers, Steph, I don't know her last name. She is a huge booktuber. She's like one of my favorite people to watch like reading vlogs and stuff from. And she's recommended some other books that I've absolutely loved, like Archer's Voice, the Selection series, stuff like that. So when she said this is one of her favorites, I was like, I need to get that. And then lastly, the only one of them that actually worked. They should have all been that satisfying. We have The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. I've never read Beth O'Leary before, but I've heard really good things. From what I've heard, her books are a bit more like lighthearted, fun, and I really like the concept of this book. Apparently it's about these two people who share a flat, but one of them works a day shift and one of them works a night shift, so they never actually like see each other. So like they share this apartment, but they don't actually like know each other, which is so interesting. But I feel like it'll just be good for when I want something a bit more lighthearted and fun. So those are the 3 books that I've picked up, and like I mentioned, probably the last for a while because I need to chill in that department. But I'm probably going to get back into editing and doing some computer work for the day, and I'll probably pick up the camera a little bit later. Guys, I decided to try out one of the proteins that I got. I tried the mocha one because that was the one I was most looking forward to, and it's pretty good. It does taste like a mocha. It just tastes like an almond milk mocha because it's an almond protein. I don't usually love almond milk in my coffee, but this tastes good. Very much enjoying it. I'm actually really impressed. I would definitely have this just with milk or water or something as a snack. Definitely. And also such a great way to get protein in, obviously. Another really exciting fun update. You know that book that I ordered? I ordered it in Polish, not English. So I'm sending that back, but I'll try and order the English version once I get like the credit into my account. But I am heading out for a second just to go grab a bag to paint on as part of George's birthday gift. So let's go quickly grab that.
My life depends on trying to figure a scribble I could let loose.
Happy Friday, friends. I just got back from the gym, and that was the hardest session I've had in a long time, and I have no idea why. It was one of those sessions where I wasn't motivated to go, and you know how sometimes when you're not in the mood for something, but then you actually go and do it and it's fine? Like you might not feel like going to work, but then you end up having a really good day, or you might not feel like going to the gym, but then you have a really good session and you enjoy it. It was not one of those days. So I kind of was like, yeah, I'll get there, and once I'm there, it'll be fine. And then I got there, and every weight was so heavy, even though I've done a lot of those weights heaps of times before. Every set was so hard, and I was like dreading every set that was like coming up, you know, like I'd do one set and be like, oh my gosh, I still have like 2 more to do or whatever, but like everything just felt so hard. But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad it's done. And I'm actually in week 4 of my current phase, and my program that I do, it's with Base Body Babes. If you guys want to do it, not sponsored or anything, I pay for it myself, but I've done the first phase. I'm in the last week of the second phase, which means next week I get to start a whole new phase, and I'm really excited about that because I am kind of over this phase that I'm in. I've been stuck on this one for a while because when I was doing week 3 of this phase, I started it 1 week, and then I think we went into lockdown that week, so I didn't get to finish it. And then the next week I had a really rough week, so I didn't finish it. And then the next week I actually finally finished it, which was last week. So it took me like 3 weeks to finish this 1 week of my program. Like I was still going to the gym, but I just wasn't doing my program. So it feels like it's just been so drawn out. But yeah, next week I get to start a new phase, and we'll see how it goes. I actually got like pretty much all of my like main work, editing, emails and stuff done before I went to the gym, which means that for the rest of the day, I kind of get to chill, and it's only 11 o'clock, which just feels so nice on a Friday especially, and it's kind of looking like it might rain in a little bit, which will be the perfect reading weather. I do have a couple other little bits and pieces that I do need to get done, a few things on my to-do list, some preparation for Georgia's birthday celebration tomorrow. So Georgia's birthday was yesterday, but she was hanging out with other friends. So I haven't seen her yet, but I will be seeing her on Saturday with a couple of her gym friends that we also went to high school with. I also finished painting her bag, which I never showed you, so I'll show you. I think it looks really cute. I've just got it sitting by the door so I remember to take it to her, but this is what it looks like. The canvas bag is just from Spotlight. They're really inexpensive. They have a couple different versions, so I got a bit of a nicer quality one this time. The previous ones that I've painted, like in the past, have been like really inexpensive and really cheap quality, but this one feels a lot more sturdier. And so I've kind of used it as a gift bag to put her present in, but she can obviously use it as like a beach bag or whatever she wants to use it for. But yeah, it turned out so cute. And then I've just got her present and her card in there for when I go see her on Saturday. I'll probably talk about / show you her little birthday celebration tomorrow when it's actually happening. Otherwise, I'll just be repeating myself. So I'm gonna go shower and get into some comfy clothes and probably just chill for the rest of the day. And I'll update you guys later. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later. I was like 4:30, so quite a bit later now. I totally forgot I had pimple cream on, but you can ignore that. I've had a bit of a self-care afternoon, I guess. I feel like people say it all the time, but like self-care is different for everyone. And I feel like my version of self-care is like reading, sitting down, watching my favorite YouTubers, bullet journaling, anything that's kind of like quiet and calm. I finished my book, but I'll talk about that at the end of the vlog where I do my little book segment, because I know not everyone wants to hear about that, but that's totally fine. So I need to choose a new book to read, which I'm kind of excited about. I think I might start Verity by Colleen Hoover, but I'm also not sure. I want to have a look at my bookcase again and just kind of suss it out. I'm very much like a mood reader. At the end of last month, I think I told you guys what like my July TBR was, so like which books I wanted to read in July, and I have read some of the things on that list, but I also have definitely steered off that list quite a bit, just because I'm in the mood for certain books, so I want to read the certain books that I'm in the mood for, because why not? There are no rules, you know? Liam's at work at the moment, but I think we are going to grab some like takeaway tonight or go out for dinner somewhere really chill, like a burger place. Oh, maybe we should. I'll have to ask him where he wants to go, but we're just going to do something chill for dinner, but I don't have to cook, which is nice. And just stay home, probably read some more, just because I've been in such a reading mood this week, which I love. I'll show you guys my bullet journal. I think I've definitely showed my spreads on Instagram, but I don't know if I've shown them here. And please don't get too excited. They are very simple, very chill. Not a lot goes into them, but I've just found a system that really works for me. Honestly, one day I would love to like bring out my own planner or journal, because I haven't been able to find something that has exactly like this kind of format, and this is just the format that works best for me. So I just set up my spread for next week. This is one that I did last week. See, I don't like always use every part of it. Like you can see here, there are definitely gaps. Like some days I use all of it, some days I really don't. Like there's a huge blank space here, but that doesn't mean I didn't do anything. I just didn't plan it very well. At the start of the week, I like to write a little goals section, but that's what it looks like kind of filled in. And I do it like very similarly but kind of differently every week, just depends how I'm feeling. So this is what it looks like for next week. Every day looks pretty similar except for the weekend, because I don't work as much on the weekend, so I just have like a smaller like half page layout for those. Basically on this side I have an hour by hour schedule for the day, so I can block out different parts of the day, obviously. Kind of like a time blocking system, which I find really, really helpful for me personally. It works so well. So I know exactly when my lunch break is. I know when I'm going to be at the gym. So therefore I know which time spaces I have free for doing things like reading or editing or whatever it may be. So I always block in the essential and most important priorities first, and then everything else gets to go towards things that I find more fun or less important or whatever it is. And then I also have this section on this side. So I find the combination of having this and this the best for me personally. So I have 3 spaces for work tasks that I need to get done that day, 3 spaces for personal tasks. So usually like if I want to go to the gym or if I want to go for a walk or something like that, it goes in this space, because those things are still priorities to me, but often I need to get work stuff done first or within the hours that I want to be working that day. And then I just have a huge space for the rest of my to-dos that aren't as urgent or important but are still things I want to get done that day. So it literally just looks the same the rest of the week. And also if I have social events, so if I'm gonna have lunch with my mum on a Wednesday like I usually do, I would write this down the bottom here, just at the bottom of the to-do space, because I don't usually fill this all up. But yeah, that is how I personally do it. I've started to add things in, but I wanted to show you before I did completely. And this is just such an incredible system for me. This is my bullet journal. It's from Stationery Pal, but I don't really have like a huge preference, or I'm not like super picky about which bullet journals I use. I do really love the Stationery Pal ones. They're just a website. This is the one that I had for the first half of this year, which I completely used up. And then I also have a separate bullet journal which I use for more of like my creative ideas or plans for future things, future ideas I have that I hope will become realities. But this is mostly just like a planner situation. And the reason why I do like the top 3 priority situation and split it up between work and personal is because a lot of the books that I've read about getting stuff done, being the most productive you can be, time management, all that sort of stuff, which you guys know I love that sort of stuff. I love researching it. A lot of them say that you shouldn't focus on more than like everyone says something a little bit different, but no one says you should focus on more than 6 things a day. A lot of people say 3, a lot of people say 5, and then I've seen some people say 6. Give yourself 6 main things you want to get done that day, and you work from top to bottom. And you don't move on to number 2 until number 1 is done. You don't move on to number 3 until number 2 is done. So they are listed in importance. And I like to split it up between work and personal because the gym is really important to me, and I want to make that a priority in my like personal time. But I don't want that to come above my editing or getting my videos done or my emails, because that is my job and that's what I need to do to be able to live my life and get paid and be able to pay my bills and stuff like that. Obviously I work for myself, so it's a little bit different, but I do still like schedule work hours for myself because that's just what works for me. So when I'm in my work hours, I only focus on the work list, and then when I'm in my personal hours and my personal time, that's when I work through the personal list. I also find this easier because since I do work from home and since I do work for myself, I can often be like in the middle of editing and be like, oh my gosh, I need to put a load of washing on. And you can't do that when you're at an actual job. You can't like do your house things while you're at work. So I'm trying to have the same mentality. Like while I'm in work hours, I need to do work. And when I'm in personal hours, I shouldn't be doing work. So it just helps me like separate things a little bit easier, but that's just how I do it. And that's what works for me. I'm gonna keep planning my week a little bit, fill in some of this time blocking stuff. And then I think I'm gonna choose a new book. I'm also watching Lepke's Life on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. She's like a family channel. Well, Delilah is the mom, but she has a family channel and it's one of my favorite things. She's been one of my favorite YouTubers for years. I've been watching since before Theo was born, but not since before Eloise was born. And they've just had their 3rd baby, William, and it's just so sweet. So I'm just like catching up on some of her videos. Hello guys, happy Saturday. Lighting is not ideal, but we're just gonna work with it. It's almost 5:30 and I'm about to pick Georgia up because I dropped her off an hour ago at City Cave. If you guys haven't heard of City Cave, they do a couple of different things. They do saunas, massages, but a few of my friends and I have booked Georgia in for a flotation therapy thing. I don't really know all the ins and outs. All I know is it's like a bath that you lay in for an hour and it's full of all these minerals, and it's supposed to just be really good for relaxation. I think it's supposed to be good for like muscle repair. I could be wrong, but it's just full of really good minerals that apparently is really good for you. So we booked her in. I dropped her off an hour ago. She's been there, and while she's been there for the past hour, the other girls have been setting up her place with some snacks, some decorations, some balloons. We bought her an ice cream cake that we'll have tonight, and we're just gonna have a girls' night in. So we had a full itinerary printed for George, so it was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, I hope she was able to relax because she has just had such a hectic week. Moving house is already such like a big thing, let alone moving to a house by yourself and like having to unpack by yourself and do all of that sort of stuff. It's just a big thing. So I know she's been a little bit stressed, a little bit overwhelmed. So hopefully tonight can just be like major relaxation mode. We'll see if we can achieve it. Hopefully phase 1 has done part of the job, and then phase 2, which is our girls' night in, will also help her out. We're also getting GYG tonight, so you can't really go wrong with that. Hi!
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Sleepy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I have so much water in my ears.
Did you sleep?
I don't think so.
But did it feel quick?
Yeah.
That's kind of good.
I like felt relaxed, but I don't think I slept. There was one point where I was like, I opened my eyes and I was like, was I just asleep? But I like, I don't know.
But you felt relaxed?
Yeah, I did.
Mission accomplished. Let's go home and get some snacks. Good morning guys, it is Sunday. Liam and I are about to head out for lunch, but my camera is flashing dead, so I might leave that here and charge it while we're out. But yeah, we're just going on a little midday date, and then we're going to church later tonight. I've also been doing a lot of reading today, and I'm kind of hoping I can finish it today so that I can talk to you guys about it in like my reading recap at the end of this vlog, which is now like my little segment that I talk about books so that I don't fill the whole vlog about books. But I'm gonna put this on charge and I'll talk to you guys later. It's Sunday night and it's time for my my weekly book recap. So if you're not interested in hearing about what I read this week and what my thoughts are, you can leave now. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and I'll see you guys next week. But if you want to hear my thoughts, and I have a lot of thoughts about some books that I read this week, then stick around, my friends. We've got the ring light out. It's like pitch black outside. I think this is going to become one of my favorite parts of the week, being able to sit here and chat to you guys. So I actually have 2 books that I read this week, which is kind of fun. The first book I have to talk about is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. To give a very brief summary about what this book is about, there's this woman called Nora. She is 35 years old, I'm pretty sure. And in this book, she is caught between life and death. And apparently, according to this book, between life and death, she ends up at the Midnight Library. And in this library, she is surrounded with books of her life and all of the possibilities that her life could have been if she had made different decisions. So if she had chosen a different career path, if she had chosen different friendships, if she'd chosen different relationships, what her life would have looked like in all of those different situations. Like, that is all of the books on the shelves. And in this book, she gets to experience a lot of those lives. Obviously not all of them, because there's like infinite possibilities, because such small decisions that you make in your day could lead to really big, significant changes. But yeah, this book is basically full of her trying to find a life that brings her joy and contentment, and just what that looks like for her. At the start, it kind of does feel like a bit of a sad, mopey kind of book, but it really does turn into one of those feel-good, inspirational, just makes you feel like excited and like inspired about life by the end of it. So it was really good. I did enjoy it. I thought the concept of that story is absolutely incredible and so fascinating to me. However, did the execution live up to the concept? I don't think so. And don't ask me why, because I don't even know how to critique this. And obviously I'm not an author, I'm not a writer, I couldn't have done any better. So I'm just sharing my thoughts here. But I just feel like there was something missing and I don't know what it was. But it just felt a little bit incomplete to me. The concept of this book had me so drawn in, but while I was actually reading it, there were a lot of times where I was kind of like, I don't know if I really care about this, which is so weird because I really cared about the idea of the book. So I don't really know how to explain my thoughts on this one. I will say, I think it is one of those books that everyone could take something out of, that really could impact everyone's perspective on their life, on their regrets, on their choices, on their decisions. Let me know if you also think this. I feel like this could be one of those books that they end up using in like high schools where you have to write essays about different things, because there are so many themes and like one-liners and little like snippets of this book that could have so much depth to them if you allow them to. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think if you gloss over this book and you just kind of like skim it, you're really not going to get out of it exactly what you should. It is actually a pretty short book, so you can get through it pretty quickly, but I think it's one of those books that you just have to like sit and enjoy and really like get into, because there's just so much you can get out of it. So in saying that, I think I would rate it probably a 3.5, because like I mentioned, I did really enjoy it. Like a 3 is a good rating for me. It just means I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of my favorites. So like I feel like a 3.5. Love the concept, love the ideas, but it just like didn't have me hooked like a 4 or a 5-star read would. So do with that information what you will. I know that this is literally some people's like all-time favorite book, so I would recommend checking it out. And for the second book that I read this week, I read Verity by Colleen Hoover, and what the frick was that? What the heck? I have so many passionate thoughts, intense thoughts about this book, and I feel like my thoughts go in every direction. I just have so many opinions, and I don't really know what my like overall summary thought of this book is, because part of me is like, that was awful and disgusting and just like mind-boggling and gross, but then the other part of me is like, that was so addictive. I really wanted to know what was happening. Like, it gave me all the creepy vibes and all of that sort of stuff. In this book, we have the main character, Lowen, and she is an author, and she has been hired by like a publishing company slash like the family of another author to help her write or finish writing a series of books that she cannot finish writing because she has been in a car accident and is like majorly injured. So yeah, like they've like paid her to come in and finish the series. So she comes to live with that family so that she can access all of this other author's notes and finish writing this series for this other author. But this author who has been injured is basically like bedridden. She can't move, she can't talk. The doctors don't really know how aware she is of everything around her. So she might be aware, she might not be, they don't really know, but she's being cared for by like nurses and her husband at home. So there's a husband involved, and they also have a son called Crew. And so this author has come to live in this house, and there's just all this stuff that goes down. I'm assuming this is like classified as a thriller, but it has like a bit of mystery, a bit of romance, a bit of everything in it, to be honest. But yeah, overall I guess it would be like a thriller, and it was major creepy vibes, like definitely creepy, not nice. As for my thoughts, firstly, I would say, please look up the trigger warnings of this book before you read it. I would say this book would have many trigger warnings. There are so many messed up things that are mentioned and that happen in this book. So if you are someone who could be triggered by pretty much anything, I would recommend looking that up because there are just so many in this book. And I think that's one of the problems that I have with this book. I understand that some books have triggering subjects, and sometimes those triggering subjects really give an insane amount of depth to a book, and it wouldn't have been able to have that same depth without those subjects being discussed, right? Another one of Colleen Hoover's books called It Ends With Us has the trigger warning of domestic violence, and I feel like that book is done so well, and that book really advocates and really teaches people about what domestic violence can look like and how you might be able to intervene as someone from the outside, and just like so many things. I feel like it does a great job at discussing that kind of subject, right? This, however, it just like brushes over really insane stuff. I don't even want to like get into it because it's just like ridiculous, but it'll just like mention something as if it's nothing and then just like continue on with the book. And it's like, you just touched on a really insanely sensitive subject and you're acting like it's no big deal. I know this is controversial and you can have your own opinion on this, but in my opinion, I don't think you need to bring in really sensitive subject material unless it really is necessary for the book or really help the audience or the readers to understand that subject. Does that make any sense? I just feel like there are ways to do it and there are ways not to do it, and I don't know if I agree with the way that this book did it. What other thoughts do I have? I really thought this book was going to go in a different direction at the end, and I'm honestly really disappointed that it ended the way it did. I feel like it was so good and so addictive, and I was like reading through, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. And then it was like, and here's this letter, the end. And I was like, sorry, that's how you're gonna end it? Like, really? Like, you had so much potential and that's how you decided to end this book? I was genuinely disappointed. I feel like I could have written a better ending to that book. And I'm just really sad that is how they ended that book. Like, it had so much going for it, and then they were just like, the end, and I was like, no. I'm gonna talk spoilers for a second, and I'll put like a time up on the screen that you can jump to if you don't want to hear what I'm about to say. So I'm about to say some spoilery things. If you want to read this book, skip ahead to this time. If you don't want to hear it. If you don't care, stick around. Okay, a lot of people who read this book want to know what your thoughts are. Is Verity innocent or not? I have conflicting thoughts on this. As soon as I finished reading it, I was like, oh, 100% Verity is innocent. The letter is true. The manuscript was a writing exercise. But then I started reading reviews, and like so many people believe that the manuscript is correct and like true because of many various reasons, and they like list them. Look it up on Goodreads if you want to know what I'm talking about. So now I'm kind of conflicted, and so I don't really have a strong opinion either way. However, I don't even really care that much about whether Verity was innocent or not because of this. They should have had Jeremy as the villain. Why did Jeremy not end up being the villain? They had such an incredible like setup there where he could have like set up this whole thing, and he could have like pretended to write this manuscript, and he could have pretended to like do all of these things. And I feel like they just wasted that whole storyline because that could have been gold. Like, imagine if you are Lowen and you end up pregnant with this guy's baby, and you're like clearing out this house, and then you find out like right at the ending that he was responsible for all of that stuff. All of the stuff that she read in the manuscript, imagine if she found out that he was responsible for all of it. And now she's literally like stuck with this guy and pregnant with his baby. Would that not have been such a better ending? Like, would that not have been more interesting? And then you could even have like a whole second book, or even just like draw out the ending a little bit longer, because I feel like that ending was so short and so stupid, and just like draw it out a little bit, and then you could go into how she is able to like escape from him. Or even like he didn't even have to kill Verity, and Verity would have somehow been able to like talk to Lowen and be able to like tell her what was happening and that she was faking being sick just so that she could finally escape with Crew and like save herself, because she knew the only way that she'd be able to escape Jeremy, who would like be this villain in my story, would be to like fake this sickness and then like leave without him knowing, you know? And like she'd be able to try and like convince Lowen to like leave with her. I don't know, I feel like there were so many opportunities, so much potential, and so many ways that this book could have ended, and that's what they chose. I am genuinely disappointed. Anyways, now that the spoilers are over, I honestly could keep talking about that book for a really long time. I'm so passionate about so many thoughts and so many things, but I will stop because this vlog is already long enough. But please, if you have read that and if you have any similar or different opinions, please DM me on Instagram. I love hearing your thoughts about any books that I read or any books that you guys want me to read. I love hearing those as well. In terms of my rating for Verity, I honestly don't know. I think it was like almost a 4, but then the ending kind of let it down a bit, so maybe like a 3.5 or a 3, probably a 3.5, because until the ending I was super hooked. I did think it was really good, and again also the amount of like trigger warnings and just like disgustingness definitely brought it down a little bit as well. I will also say I know some people hate Colleen Hoover. That's fine. You don't have to read it if you don't like Colleen Hoover. And if you don't like Colleen Hoover, don't read it. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do like Colleen Hoover, I would recommend it. I feel like that's my 4th or 5th Coho book, so I would say it's actually one of my top. Probably like my 2nd or 3rd favorite. So if that helps you out at all, that's my thoughts on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for sticking to the end if you did, and listening to all of my crazy thoughts on the books that I've been reading. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna read next. I just don't even know what I'm in the mood for. I definitely need to hop back on the non-fiction bandwagon, because I've kind of neglected that side of reading for a little bit. But you guys will be able to keep up with my reading thoughts in the next weekly vlog. And I am also trying to update my reading highlight on Instagram, so you can go check that out if you're looking for like the books that I've read this year. I'm trying to update that slowly. I hope you guys have the best week, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.